Imagine the year is 2017. Apple does something they've never done before. They take their most iconic computer, the iMac, and they turn it dark. They gave it a space gray finish, a Xeon processor, and a price tag that made the average consumer's jaw drop. It was called the iMac Pro. It was the most powerful all-in-one ever made. And then, just like that, it was gone. But as you're sitting there in 2026, looking at your desk, you realize something is missing. There is a hole in Apple's lineup that no MacBook Pro or Mac Studio can truly fill. And today, we are going to talk about why the ghost of the iMac Pro is currently haunting Apple's headquarters, and why the rumors of its legendary return are reaching a breaking point. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. If you are a creator, a pro user, or just someone who loves the peak of engineering, you need to listen closely. Because the story of the iMac Pro isn't just about a computer, it's about Apple's struggle to define what Pro actually means in a world dominated by Apple Silicon. Think about the current iMac. It's thin, it's colorful, it's powered by the M4 chip. It's a great computer for your kitchen, your kids, or a front desk. But for the person editing an 8K ProRes video? For the developer compiling massive LLMs? For the 3D artist rendering in Octane? The current iMac is a toy. When Apple discontinued the iMac Pro in 2021, they told us to buy a Mac Studio and a Studio display. And many did. But here is the secret. That setup is a compromise. You have cables everywhere. You have two different power bricks. You lose that singular, elegant, one-chord philosophy that Steve Jobs obsessed over. The iMac Pro wasn't just a machine. It was a statement that power doesn't have to be ugly. Now, let's talk about the leaks that are shaking the tech world right now in 2026. Internal software identifiers have been spotted. J514. That's the codename whispers say belongs to the 32-inch iMac Pro. And the specs? They are enough to make a Mac Pro owner sweat. We are talking about a 7K mini LED display. Not 5K, not 6K, 7K. At 32 inches, that is a pixel density that would make every other monitor on the planet look blurry. But why now? Why would Apple bring back the iMac Pro in 2026 when they just killed off the Mac Pro Tower? The answer is simple. The Pro market has shifted. With the death of the Mac Pro Tower just days ago, Apple has officially moved away from the era of internal PCIe expansion. They've realized that Apple Silicon is so integrated, memory, CPU, and GPU all on one die, that the old tower model is dead weight. If you can't upgrade the RAM or the GPU anyway, why do you need a giant silver box under your desk? This creates the perfect opening for the iMac Pro. If the computer is going to be a closed system, it might as well be the most beautiful, integrated closed system ever built. Imagine an iMac with the M5 Ultra chip. A chip with over 100 billion transistors. A chip that can handle 192 gigabytes of unified memory. All tucked behind a screen that is thinner than a loaf of bread. But let's get into the dark side of this. Why is Apple hesitant? It's called product cannibalization. If Apple releases a 32-inch iMac Pro with an M5 Ultra for $4,000, who is going to buy the Mac Studio